Today on planet Earth, we go to Peru to discover incredible new life forms like the king conus and cheetor. These unknown, large species that may have been on Earth for centuries. Yeah, no, these creatures do not make the Nazca lines. This is real science at work. No crackpot theories, no ancient aliens, no... Hold on, I'm getting a call. Wait, they can morph into robots? And this is real? Huh. Gentlemen, I think we found the eighth wonder of the world.
Truck and monkey work together. No silly papers, military in sight.
Hey guys, it's me, AJ from Adventure Ventures, but I am back, and I am ready to rumble in the jungle. Puns aside, today we're looking at Transformers Rise of the Beast. Yes, the latest film in a franchise whose live-action projects haven't been the, best, to put it kindly. After Bumblebee's success, many people were curious to see how this film would turn out, especially since The Last Night bombed at the box office. Honestly, I was a little hesitant to check this film out, but I did so for the sake of this review. How was it? It was actually surprisingly good, especially by Bayver standards. It had great action, story, and characters compared to Age of Extinction and the aforementioned Last Night. But let's not keep anyone else waiting for any longer, so let's jump right into the review.
Autobots and Maximo, good. We good at marketing.
Rise of the Beast picks up a few years after Bumblebee, with a simple story compared to some of the later parts of the Bayverse films. Unlike said films, we have two major human characters, with the rest being relegated to the first act and the ending. Not only that, but we have 4 Autobots, 4 Maximals, and 3 Terracons. Yes, Terracons, but I save my thoughts on them for later. This film has great action scenes with fluid action from the robots. You can see every fist being thrown. There are tons of cool set pieces that are done on set and with CGI. There are very few moments where things are clustered, and the first act builds the 2 main humans very well. Many of the Autobots this time around have great character and chemistry with each other. They do not just look good, but they have actual likes and dislikes. For example, Mirage is an idealist who gets along with a human, while Optimus is a bit better this time around. Mainly because he's spending far more time on Earth than what was planned. But he is not a total jerk and grows thanks to spending time with Primal and the humans. The film stands out visually as well. You can tell this from how mechanical the Autobots look, contrasting the semi-organic Maximals. I enjoy how the animal details on the Maximals don't just look like they were slapped onto a metal body. They actually blend in. Plus, seeing the Maximals in motion, that made me feel so happy, as I actually grew up around the time Beast Wars was airing. That, and I actually got a toy from that series when I was a kid. Either way, I feel very glad to see the Maximals finally make it to the big screen. Predacons, terrorize! Wait, we're not in this film, but the Maximals are? Director, we are the Maximals' enemies, not the Terracons! Okay, let's get the elephant out of the room. Yes, there are no Predacons in this film. Sorry, Beast Wars fans, you only get the Maximals. Yes, this does hold the film back because, really, it comes down to the fact that fans have waited a long time to see the Maximals finally appear on the big screen. But to not adapt the Predacons is a bit of a cheap shot, considering the Maximals and the Predacons were the main factions from Beast Wars. Though I will say this, the Terracons, they are good villains, and they do get a lot of things to do, but they may come off generic at times, plus due to the screen time being divided between them, the Autobots, and the Maximals, that and the humans, some characters get left with fewer dialogue than they really should have. The 2 biggest characters impacted by the division of screen time are Rhinox and Cheetor. These 2 were part of the original Beast Wars lineup. But Cheetor gets 2 lines, and that's it for him, while Rhinox just gets to roar in his Rhino form. Yes, that's the extent of his lines. It really blows because we wanted to see the Autobots and Maximals get along with each other. I'd love to see how this version of Cheetor reacts to Mirage more, or or Rhinox gets to bounce off RC or any of the other Autobots. But really, I can understand why they didn't give everyone lines, but it wouldn't kill the film to give more screen time to Cheetor and Rhinox to develop their characters more. My name is Optimus Prime, and I send this message to say this. Check out Rise of the Beast. It's much better than The Last Night and Age of Extinction. Okay, people, let's be for real. When it comes to Transformers films, they have been a mixed bag. Some films can come off as meh, like Revenge of the Fallen outside of the action scenes, while others are highlights like Bumblebee for their story and characters. This really comes into play with The Last Night, which was good as a spectacle, but its story can come off as being all over the frickin' place. So, in summary, the Bayverse is good as spectacles, but often didn't have the best stories. Going into Rise of the Beast, I admit that I feared that it would have the same flaws as those movies. But I was surprised. I was originally fearing that the humans would get more importance over the Transformers, but we got a 50-50 on both sides. After the first act, a majority of the human characters were cut out to make way for two main humans on screen, with only a few more being added during the second act. But none of that really plays in the third act and during the climactic battle. The fact that we get to see just two humans and seeing them bounce off each other made it a lot more fun than most Bayverse films. Now that I've seen Rise of the Beast, I have faith in this franchise. Really, I do. If they could keep up this mix of interactions with the Transformers, making them actual characters, and the humans interesting, we might be in a golden age for modern Transformers media. Not and due to spoilers, I will only say this. We might be seeing some very familiar people show up soon. But that's for another topic entirely. Let's get to the ratings. Rise of the Beast gets an A+ for me. This is the best film in the shaky history of the live-action Transformers films. This has great characters, a good story combined with fun character interactions. The action is fluid, soft, and there are very few sloppy moments. I am so glad to see this franchise regain its footing after the insanity of The Last Night. With Bumblebee already being a great film, Rise of the Beast follows up with a story that promises a great future for this new movie continuity. But now, I got to head back home. This is AJ from the Adventure Ventures. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Now, where was that trail again?